Hey guys, how's it going? Jake from Sharp Knife Shop. Today, we're taking a look at the Kato-san Tsuchime Gyuto in 210 millimeters or 8 inches. So, first off, this knife, the Tsuchime in the name refers to the hammered pattern on the cladding of the steel. While this is beautiful aesthetically, it will also add to the food release on the products that you're going through. The steel on this knife is SG2, so this is a powdered steel with a really consistent grain. It's got a high carbon content and a high chromium content, so while it's going to be completely stainless, you're going to get all the benefits that you get of carbon. So it's going to hold an edge a lot longer, and it's going to take a finer edge. So the Rockwell hardness on this steel is 62 to 64. That's really hard, so the trade-off that you're going to have of it holding that edge so long is that it is going to take a little bit longer, a little bit more work on your stones to get it there. The handle on this knife is a nice rosewood handle with a black Packwood ferrule. Pretty standard, pretty classic looking. The profile of this blade I will show you. So this is a relatively flat knife, but that tip's turned up nicely so you can get some good rocking in on that. Still definitely a usable tip if you want to do some tip down drag cuts and do some pull work. The spine on this knife is going to be 2.3 millimeters. With a lovely distal taper. You can see all the way down there to the tip where it gets really, really thin. So because of that, it's got a little bit of flex, but also the balance point is just about there, where it should be right where you give it a nice pinch grip. So the Gyuto is, in my opinion, it should be everyone's first knife, an 8-inch Gyuto. Certainly the most versatile knife in a kitchen. You've got enough length to go through something big like a cabbage if you want to. It's long enough to slice a steak or a chicken breast that you've just cooked. It's not too big and unruly that you can't butcher a chicken or a fish with it. And all your veg prep you're just gonna absolutely blow through with something like this. Whether you are a home cook or a professional, an 8-inch Gyuto, in my opinion, should be everyone's first buy. The height at the spine on this guy is 47. So you got, even if you got really big hands, I got pretty big hands, guys. Lots of knuckle clearance, so I wouldn't worry about that, and a nice high grind on it too. And the knife weighs in at 163 grams. So for an 8-inch, it's got some heft to it. It certainly feels solid, but it's not a heavy knife. I wouldn't say at all. It's quite light. So one more time, guys. That is Kato-san's Tsuchime 210 millimeter Gyuto in SG2 steel.